Hi everybody, Mitchell here. First, I want to say I appreciate each and every one of you and your patience with me while I've been away. Uh, I've had a lot going on in my life and it knocked me down for a little bit. But I've put a lot of work into healing and bettering myself. So thank you for your support and just being here for me. And to those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I appreciate you being here and watching my videos. And today's video is one that's been a long time coming. And it is what happens when we die, or my perspective on what happens when we die. First, I think I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I believe happens before we're born, because I think it'll help you understand a little better what happens when we die. Before we're born, before we come here to Earth and we're born, we, on the other side, we have choices that we make and agreements that we make, because we have people, entities, whatever you call them, who guide us when we're here on Earth. So we have spirit guides and angels and all sorts who help us when we're here. And before we're born, we make agreements with these people, individuals, entities, to help us and guide us. We choose things, like we choose our parents, we choose things that we want to experience on this earth, even really bad things. We choose people we want to meet, like our soulmates, our husbands, our wives, our spouses. We choose those people. And you would probably think, why do we do this, right? We do this because we also choose what lessons we want to learn while we're here on Earth. Being on Earth is like going to school. So we choose the lessons before we come here. So we're born, we experience life, and I've made a few videos about that, but I might make some more in some better detail about life and the afterlife and things we go through on Earth as they're connected to the afterlife. But this video, when we die or cross over, whatever you call it, that suits you, that you resonate with, the very first thing that happens is, well, I'll back up a little bit. When we're about to die or cross over, we often have a loved one who is already there who comes to get us. There's usually an angel with us, or several, who will guide us and help us make the adjustment and the transition to being on the other side and not being here on Earth anymore. So, if we've had something particularly traumatic happen to us, that makes things a little bit different. But usually the very first thing that happens when we get there is that the animals that we've had throughout all of our lifetimes, not the one we just left necessarily, not just that one, but in addition to that, we have all of our animals and pets that we've had on Earth are the first to greet us. But sometimes, if we've had a particularly traumatic experience, whatever that may be, that caused our passing, we go to a healing chamber. It's kind of like a cocoon, and we are surrounded by love and light and warmth that will heal us, and we're there for an undetermined amount of time, because on the other side there's no such concept as time. That's the Earth thing. So after that, or at some time, if that's our experience, to be in the healing chamber, we have a life review, which is when we go to experience our life, kind of like watching a movie. So we watch our lives, things we've been through, good and bad, but we have a different perspective, because we get to see not only what we've been through, but we get to see things like what other people who were in our lives have been through, how they experienced interactions with us, things they felt, things that we didn't know while we were on Earth. And we look at all these things, and then we go over and we say, what did we learn? It's just like going to school. That's what Earth is going to school. So when we go back home, we look over what we learned and what our life was like, how it impacted us. And we always have a choice. We decide whether or not we want to go back to Earth in a different life, or if we've learned all the lessons we want to learn and we don't want to come back anymore to Earth or any other planet. And we just stay where we came from. And we, another thing is we get to choose things like what we want to do. Like if we want to just relax and live a peaceful life and just do whatever we want, we can do that. Or if we want to help people on Earth, like if something happened to us on Earth and it's profoundly impacted us, even on the other side, we can choose to help people who are going through the same thing or similar things on Earth. Like, for example, there's Chester Bennington from Linkin Park, right? And we all know that on Earth he took his own life. He, on the other side, chooses to help people who are going through things that he felt to stop them from doing what he did. Also, our souls grow and evolve on the other side. So if there are children who were on Earth and they left that life at a young age, the soul still evolves. So they don't stay little forever in soul form. They continue to grow. And one of my favorite things is when we have a loved one who's crossed over and passed away, died. They know things that they didn't know while they were on Earth. They know everything about us. So if there's something that we didn't tell them, or things that we didn't get to say, they know. It's like an all-knowing. So, for example, if we weren't there when they passed away, or I'll use that example, they know how we felt about that. They know that we carry that with us. And they know the love that we didn't get to express. Just anything that we didn't tell them, they just know. And it's, for me, that brings peace. And I hope that knowing that brings peace for some of you too. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to leave me a comment, and I will do my best to answer it for you. I'm going to think about putting a Q&A together in the future, so if you have any questions about anything from any of my videos, or the afterlife, or about me, any questions at all, let me know in the comments. Or if you have a video idea, I'm always looking for video ideas, so let me know. And once again, I thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. I feel like I can't express that properly to you all. But thank you for being here so much. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.